changed forever. Our top story today is how companies are coping with new economic realities. Courier publisher Jamie Smith is back with a few restaurant owners who talk about what things might look like when they are finally allowed to reopen.
All right, now joining Brittany and I are Christian Piezzo and Joe Lanny. Thank you guys so much for giving us your time. I know you're super busy, so we appreciate this. Brittany, I'm going to go back to you real quickly. I know there are many relief programs in Cincinnati, the Ohio Restaurant Association, the Lee Initiative, several others that are providing to-go meals for furloughed restaurant workers. How can our viewers help support you guys and your employees in this time?
Yeah, when we heard about the Lee Initiative, I was talking to Chef Jose Salazar, and I was blown away that this is immediate relief that people can go down, restaurant folks can go down, specific to restaurant industry, and every single day pick up a meal and essentials. So if they have kids, there's diapers, there's toilet paper, there's toothpaste. And so we were able, our nonprofit is focused on poverty, but when we have a compliance group basically out of DC that makes sure that we do the right thing with the funds that come through. But there was an allowance for us to be able to give to emergency relief, which was incredible. And so overnight, we were able to get a board vote, and we donated $50,000 through the Jeffrey B. Foundation yesterday. So 40 went to the Lee Initiative. They have markets in Lexington, Louisville, Cincinnati, and they're soon to be in Tennessee, which helps us in Nashville. And then we donated to the Ohio Restaurant Association as well, because that covers Columbus. And the Ohio Restaurant Association grant basically is a relief fund where they're looking at this weekly, making grants to those folks who are in dire need, who might be, losing their house, because we know how long the unemployment checks are taking because they're inundated right now with the amount of applications coming through. So we feel very fortunate. I would just say give to the Lee Initiative, the Ohio Restaurant Association's Relief Fund. Both are very good funds that are helping people immediately.
I know I'm a proud Cincinnati and watching all the people, all the different efforts going to help the restaurants. So I know I'm helping out as much as I can, and glad to see our cities doing the same. Joe, let's go to you. As we prepare to open or reopen, hopefully soon, what's in your mind? Like, the new normal is going to be a little different, I assume, with social distancing. What do you think this is going to look like in a restaurant setting?
For sure. It's, it's something we've spent a lot of time talking about. And I guess I'd like to preface everything I'm going to say with, this is all just a guess because we have no exact direction. A lot of the things that we've been dealing with, actually, whether it's the SBA loan or any of this stuff has been a very quick decision-making based on, things that we're supposing. And, anyway, so we've been kind of planning around stuff that we can address. And so we think takeout, while right now it's what people have to do, we're shut down right now completely, but we will be reopening for takeout for some period of time before we, come back into a full service, hopefully, scenario. We think, though, that's going to continue to be a bigger portion of the sales than it ever was before. And so we are relooking at menus, relooking at packaging, relooking at creating kind of family-style meals that can be made at home for each different concept, that, maybe package an entire meal for a whole family together, focusing on our carry-out procedures, leaning into tech a little bit. Our service restaurants did not previously feature online ordering, so we are rolling out online ordering at all of our full service restaurants. We continue to have the app and the online ordering at our quick service restaurants, which were unintentionally a little better set up for this type of situation than full serves. And then we're just looking at our best practices and looking at the best practices of others and trying to make a bunch of decisions surrounding, what's it look like if we have half the amount of seats? Where do we put things like hand sanitizer? What is going to make the guests more comfortable? What's going to make our team the most comfortable? And what types of things do we need to be bringing in so that guest team continue to feel comfortable. Face masks, gloves for the team, all that kind of stuff, hand sanitizer. Luckily for all of us in the food service industry, we were already held to a much higher standard than a home kitchen. So these are inherently very clean places, and it's part of our corporate culture, and it's part of everyone who's a real professional in this business's culture to work clean and be safe. And so,
I for one cannot wait to come in every one of your restaurants and have some Bloody Marys and have some steaks and that beautiful Italian up in Hyde Park. So I can't wait to get back and have that personal touch. Carryout's great, but something about your guys' environments and experiences that you guys have created wins me over. Christian, let's go to you. If viewers want to know what they can do right now to help you guys out, what advice would you give them?
Well, the best thing that anybody can do at this time is really support those who are open for carryout. Like Joe said, this is only a partial part of the business that kind of keeps the business afloat temporarily, where we make decisions as the business transition to what the new format is going to be. We don't really know. Now, I'm connected with a lot of friends in Italy. Obviously, my mom's still there, and I have, hundreds of friends. And a lot of them are in the industry. So I kind of get firsthand, kind of like ahead of the curve information of what's going to be like there and what it is right there. When their government is a little different, but the best thing they can do right now basically is to focus on help us with the carry-out sales and obviously purchase gift card for future events, or at least I speak for us. Ford and Hyde Park is still open and we're carry-out relatively strong, all consider. So these are the two things that are going to help us for the time being.
The gift cards actually play into also helping to continue to pay for employee benefits that we have kept in place despite laying everybody off.
Yeah.
So
I have bought gift cards from all of yours and a couple other restaurants, and I've intentionally sent them to my kids in New York because I know they're not going to be able to use them for a while. So once they finally come home and can use them, hopefully that'll help you guys out. Yeah. Guys, I cannot thank you guys enough for, number one, just being the Cincinnati leaders that you are, but in a time that we're in right now, to see that you guys still have the ability to focus and to see not what's just best for you and your individual restaurants, but what's best for the industry is just a great example of the leaders that you are. So I want to thank you, and we will continue to watch this. And as I said, I can't wait to get back in your establishments.
Looking forward to have you.
All right, guys. Thanks so much.